All right, so what's up, y'all? AJ Simmons here, and I'm back with another rendition of Lunch with Entrepreneur series. Today we have a special guest because he's somebody that most of you all are pretty familiar with. He's doing the same thing that I'm doing pretty much. He has a cleaning company, he has a YouTube channel, and he's just helping people across the world just like I am. Me and him talk often and try to help each other. So without further ado, I want to introduce Mr. Fabio Hart to everybody. Fabio, welcome to the show this morning.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, ain't no problem, man. So um, let me see if I can switch this thing to just automatically switch to whoever's talking. All right, cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna let you start off by just pretty much introducing yourself, giving a background, name of your company, where you're located, how long you've been in business. Just give a little rundown about you.
Okay, not a problem. Well, I'm Fabio Hart. You guys, I have a YouTube channel here, official Fabio Hart, where like I do some of the same stuff that AJ do, talk about commercial cleaning, business as a whole, motivational stuff. I started my business back in February 2012. I'm an independent, and I've just been growing ever since, man. I've just been, grinding. I have multiple business ventures that I do, but cleaning is my baby, so to speak. That's my main bread and butter. That's the thing that I love to do the most, at least right now. And you got any more specific questions or anything that?
That's pretty much it. That's a good intro. So you said you started in 2012.
Yep, February
Okay, cool.
2012,
Okay,
and
cool.
started just with the like smaller accounts, the medium-sized accounts. Then I just kind of grew as I felt that I could grow or felt comfortable of growing. So it's just been a snowball effect for me. I done lost some, won some. You know how it go.
Definitely. So about how long, so what made you want to get started with the cleaning company? How about that? Like, what motivated you to want to do it? Did you see somebody else that owned a company like I did, or was it just kind of an opportunity jumped out at you? Like, what really made you even want to consider the cleaning industry altogether?
Well, when I was younger, I did a little cleaning for my dad at his job at the time. He would bring me in. I was real young too. My brother and I, we'd go in and clean the toilets and vacuum it. So I felt like that was a little training. So I felt like I had somewhat of experience in it. And then I was looking for opportunities, man. Like it was a rough time at the job. I was in sales at the time selling shoes. Actually, I was one of the top producers at the time, and my hours kept dwindling. The paycheck kept going down. Got a little 411. People was talking behind my back about different things, as far as trying to find a way to get me demoted or get me brought down, where my sales come down. But so once I seen that, I'm like, man, and this was in like, I think this was like January of 2012. So I'm like, man, I got to do something. So at that point, I was always picking up this small business opportunity magazine. And I seen this guy in the back of the magazine that had this office system,
Right.
this course. And I ordered it, man, for like $199, $200 basically. Came to my door. It was over from there, man. Once I read it from cover to cover, watched the DVDs, learned about the forums and the different, marketing strategies and things like that, I kind of jumped off the porch. Well, not immediately. I kind of sat on it for about 14
Yeah.
days or so. And then I kind of said, you know what? Look, my money is dwindling down from the last paycheck that I got. And it was history from there, man. I wanted to get my first account in the first 60 days. I got it in about the first 90 days.
Gotcha. Okay, so first 90 days, and then so you've been in business for a total of around about 5 years,
Yeah,
more or
yeah.
less. Yes. So you say, what is the thing that you learned the most since being in business that long? I know that a lot of people like, sorry, I was looking at my phone. When they look at me, a lot of people see that I've been doing this for a while. I think I'm in my third year now with my cleaning company this time around, but I had a one before this way back in the day, and I did that for 2 years. So starting again fresh, it's been 3 years, and a lot of people look at me and they wonder why I'm not, I guess, grossing more or doing it bigger. And I try to explain to people that it takes time. My growth is great. It has been great up until the point where I sold a lot of my business, but I still have my business. But um, the portion that I did keep, a lot of
Well,
people still look and wonder why it's not bigger. So what kind of, how would you reply to that?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up on me. I didn't hear the last part.
Okay. I was saying, how would you reply to that when people wonder why, like, you should be bigger, or it's been 5 years, how come you're not a millionaire yet, and all of that? How would you respond to that?
Hang on, I'm sorry. I got a notification here. Can you still see me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Really, man, and I explained this on my channel too. Really, I made a lot of mistakes early on. You know what I'm saying? Um, Started bringing in like $5,000 a month. To me at the time, and that was a lot of money. So
Right.
oh my gosh, my phone's going crazy. For the longest, I fucked up. Like I would just splurge on the $5,000, man. I would just spend it like it was my money. It took me a long time to see that it really wasn't my money. And do employees start walking off. I was start struggling both business wise and personal. You know what I'm saying? So I had to change, man. I had to do something. So once I got my mind right, let them girls go, things like that,
Right. Right.
that hold you down. I just started just, flourishing, man, and focusing more. So I think early on my downfall, the fact that I was bringing in like $5,000 a month, which was a lot of money for me at the time, I felt like I was more like a Donald Trump, like before my time, and I was doing the
Yeah,
most. So
exactly.
I had to I had to catch back up, man. Over time, I would enter like investments. People would bring different investments to me, and I'm like, yeah, man, don't worry about it. I got it. I got it. And I entered bad investments, not even really looking at it. Didn't have no lawyers. I'll just look at one angle of it and then throw some money into it and then be like, oh man, this shit didn't work. What the hell? And I'm all over the place. So that's where a lot of my downfall came in early on. I knew about business because I studied it. I went to college and all of that, but I just didn't apply it real. I guess I didn't take it serious enough by that time. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. And you said you went to college. Do you think that you need college to get into this business, or do you think it even helped you at all?
Mm, maybe certain classes, because I major international marketing, minor business administration. So basically, the vast majority of what I learned in college, I didn't need. Most of what I learned was trial and error or through a mentor. I had a mentor. And so most of what I learned was through my mentor and just trial and error. But a few classes, helped out, quite a bit.
Definitely, definitely. Okay. All right. Well, what would you say to a person, right, that has a full-time job, they can't find accounts, and they feel like they don't really have time to go cold calling? What would you say, like, to a single mom with kids? What would you say to somebody like that on how to find new accounts? Because that's like one of the number one questions is how do you find accounts, right?
Right. At least that's one of the topics that I get. Um, so you want to know if they're only cold calling?
Yeah.
Is that um, just be aggressive with the cold calling?
Or in
You
general, what do
just
you think is the best method to get to customers?
to get the customers, door to door, hands
Okay.
down, door. I'm a big proponent of that. That's like my blood, sweat, and my tears right there. That's how I got majority of my accounts, whether it was in Atlanta, whether it was in part of Michigan, Ohio, and even VA. Before I sold off that, but um, that's how I got all my accounts. Really, man, I was the front man for everything, pretty much. I put myself on the line, go out there, because I understood once I built traction, it would people would get used to seeing me, right? Like I was real aggressive with it, and I just went door to door, man. That's how it worked for me. But in the beginning, let me say, in the beginning, I started off with the phones. I didn't get no traction whatsoever. Like people was hanging up on me. People, no, we don't need you. And then I went door to door. Now in Michigan at the time, and Toledo, it's real cold, snow, shit. I'm climbing over snow going door to door, bro.
Right.
And started getting traction, like I said, in my first 90 days, got my first account, and then I returned back to the phones. And it was crazy because then I started getting traction on the phones. Like I went back to the phones and people started saying, yeah, when can you come in? When can we do a walkthrough? Type of thing. So between cold calling and door to door, those were like my main two things. I never really did too many mail out campaigns or any online type of, you know, campaigns or nothing like that. Mostly my traction came from door to door or through the phones.
Gotcha. Okay, so, and I know that you, we spoke a few nights ago. We were just talking, chopping it up, and you mentioned that you really just wanted to lock in on your cleaning business right now. You're trying to focus on one thing, and I think that's our art that we all learn as entrepreneurs, just locking in on one thing because you try to spread yourself and do too many things, you're gonna spread yourself thin. So, with that said, I know that before you were doing a car dealership too. And I wanted to know, are you still doing the car dealership or any other things outside of the cleaning business, or have you just kind of dropped everything and just kind of locked in on that cleaning business 100%?
No, I still do direct auto network, which is auto brokering. I don't market as much. Most of my traction from that comes through word of mouth. Maybe somebody buy a car, they tell somebody about me. The next thing I know, my phone rings. Somebody say, "Hey, such and such referred me." They say, "You do cars? Do you help people get cars?" And that's pretty much how I built that business. I don't really even market. The most I might do is get like those little postcards, the little flyer cards, pass them out in the city, leave them at the gas stations and markets, different things like that. Pass them out to people. They pass it along, and that's pretty much how I built that. Public speaking, I still do that. Um, when I'm referred on, and mostly it's like school projects. You know, people want what they call career day, where have speakers come in from the outside, come in, talk to the kids. Sometimes I volunteer. You know what I'm saying? But the bulk of my business do come from the janitorial side. And I just started this thing, and it's popping off like crazy. It's this transportation called $5 ride. I call myself going into the transportation business, like going into uh, going head up with Uber and Lyft and some
Yeah.
of these guys. I know they take a commission. So I'm like, let me see if I can find a way around this and do my own thing, make it legal. So I learned the business, I learned what I had to do, got the proper license for it, and I just started it up. So now it's relatively small. I got like 6, 7, 8 people that
Okay.
work for me and that's driving their cars right now. So
That's what's
uh,
up.
whereas they doing it like per minute or however they do it in Lyft, I never rode in it before. I studied it a little bit. I have more flat rates, so I do that. That's popping off pretty big, and that's going by word of mouth too. So, but
Gotcha.
between that and the cleaning business is my top 2 producers right now. That took off like wildfire.
Okay. And I got my some of my mastermind group members tuning in, watching this. So mastermind group members, if y'all get any questions as we doing this interview, y'all welcome to ask. I didn't open this up to a public YouTube thing. It's just for the masterminders. So if y'all got any questions for Fabio, definitely shoot them in. Um, it was another thing I wanted to ask you about growing your business. So is there like a particular number that you're looking to grow your company to and then sell it? Or are you looking to just keep growing it, pass it on generation to generation? Like, what's your ultimate goal for this cleaning business, your cleaning
Uh,
company?
for my cleaning company, well, to be honest, I with that a lot. I'm not gonna lie about that. I bounce around. At some point, I say, well, you know what? I want to sell this thing once I get it to a certain number. I was thinking like if I can get it $1 million, right? Like I figure like anything $100,000, 200,000, anything of $100,000 nature to me would be like still low.
Yeah,
Like I feel like if I can just thing up the pipeline to like a million, million five, you know, 1.9. If I can get it something like that, it don't even have to be, double digits. Then I might sell it. But then I say, you know what? I think with that type of money coming in, once you grow it and it is residual, and you built this thing from the ground up, and you can pass it along. I thought about keeping it, so I kind of play around with that a lot.
yeah, that's
I'm
kind of
not
like
sure
where I'm.
exactly. I'm not sure exactly what I would do at the $1 million mark. I think it just be one of those things I have to be there.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. I think I got. Hold on, that might have been your phone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Okay. So I thought I had somebody chiming in. All right, cool. Yeah, man, that's all I pretty much want to go over, man. I just wanted to pick your brain, get you up here. and see and get your thoughts on a couple of things. I haven't had you on the show in a while, and I know that you've been kind of off and on your channel. So I said, let me pull my guy out, get his face up here,
Yeah.
let people, you know what I mean?
If I could tell your viewers, your mastermind, the main thing, bro, is to market every day. Like that's the main thing. Whether you're doing it door to door, you cold calling, you're online, you buying ads, you Google ad, whatever you're doing, as long as you doing it every single day. What I find on my channel is the vast majority of the people, they start it and then they stop it because their distraction not coming in the way they want it to. And they have to remember, like I said, I'm one of my first account. I really thought I was doing something when I first started out. I wanted my first account in the first 60 days, and I got it the first 90 days. Right? But had I stopped at the first 60 days and say, oh man, this shit ain't working. I ordered this course. This ain't working. Man, I wouldn't be here to tell this story because I would have quit. So that's, the motivation aspect. You got to just stay motivated. That's what I want to hone into your viewers and anybody that we share subscribers with or whatnot, because that's very, very important. It's very, very important. Just like when you made the transition from VA to Florida, I mean, you could have easily said, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna get relaxed. I'm not gonna do this because I'm with this company, and they offer me this nice situation. You know what I'm saying? And you could have got relaxed, but your hustle was still there, and that's just the nature of the entrepreneur, man.
Gotcha. All right,
The
so
nature of the entrepreneur, you have to keep going.
okay, I do got a question in from my guy Kebba. He said, how do you hire per contract and monthly, or I guess he's saying basically, how do you pay your employees?
I pay my employees bi-weekly, just regular payroll through a payroll
Okay.
service.
Are they like W-2 or are they 1099?
They W-2s.
Okay. Do you go through like a company, an agency or someone?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Payroll. Like the paychecks. I go to paychecks.
Paychecks. Gotcha.
If you guys want to, you just Google paychecks.com. They everywhere across the country.
Okay. That's what's up. All right, man. Then the last thing I want to ask you, just any words of advice for anybody in the cleaning industry, just far as that they want to get into it, but they don't know where to start. I know that you bought a program and that kind of guided you along the way. What would you say to somebody that's looking to get in, but they don't really know where to start?
Watch our video, number one, because I think we give great, precise, point blank information, and just run with it. There's no book, there's no course, there's no DVD, there's, nobody. It's ultimately up to you. I mean, you can order this stuff. It helps. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know, it helps. But if somebody could just say, hey, AJ, go up the street, make a left corner, the first corner you see on your right hand side. They gave you very precise information. If you don't find that store, you wasn't really listening to the directions that they gave you, right? Because you should be able to find the store if they gave you very precise information. And that's what I like. Watch videos and then take action on the information that you got. Let's say you want to, learn about your own market, because every market is different. Detroit is different from VA. VA is different from Florida. That type of thing. So just because we give you the information, don't just look at it as the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you learn your specific market, because the numbers are going to be different, the demographics. There's a lot of different factors in that.
Absolutely.
So just stay focused, take action, and build every single day, even if you just do a little bit. I'm not saying be as aggressive as myself or even as you, AJ. I'm just saying they can dedicate 2 hours a day. It's better than no hours a day.
Definitely. And I agree 100%. I mean, you don't need anybody's course. I got my cleaning business starter kits, and that's just to help it make it easier for you. That's that for you to have a blueprint or a guide to follow. But at the end of the day, I didn't have the AJ Simmons starter kit when I started. I mean, so do you need it to be successful with it? No. But will it make it easier? Absolutely.
Right.
If I would have had the information that I'm putting out now, then I probably would have did 200,000 instead of 100,000 my first year. You know what I mean? So, but I appreciate you, Fabio, man. Any last words before I let you go?
You're breaking up. I didn't hear that.
I was just asking if you had any last word before I let you get out of here.
Nope. I think that'll pretty much do it. I mean, unless your viewers have any, questions, anything to close out on.
Yeah, I
If
think
they have,
that's it, man. I just appreciate you. I thank you for taking the time out for us. Again, man, this is Fabio Hart, official Fabio Hart. Make sure y'all check out his YouTube channel and subscribe to him. If you're not subscribed to me, definitely subscribe. We got more stuff like this coming up. And thank y'all for watching.
and real quick for everybody that asks me about AJ Mastermind, group, because I get a lot of people ask me, should I join it? It's kind of high. Do you think it's gonna work? Like I tell anybody that asks me, and I'm gonna say it here on the video, if AJ offer it, purchase it. It's the ebook, his course, his mastermind. If he offer it, purchase it. Because if I didn't think that he was in good faith, that he meant good by it, I wouldn't even be on this call with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't want to associate myself with somebody that I thought didn't have a good heart. And the work that he's put in and has put in, working with his franchise and things like that, stuff that he don't even have to do. I think you guys should definitely purchase, his mastermind thing, his ebook or whatever it is because it will help you.
I appreciate that, man. And thank y'all for watching. I don't know why my service was so bad during this interview, but hopefully y'all were able to get some value from it. And I will talk to y'all soon. Thank y'all.
Take care.